You know that feeling when your life suddenly pivots? Like someone handed you a microphone, pointed a spotlight, and boom, now everyone's listening? Maybe you didn't ask for it. Maybe you just ended up on that stage. Sure, you worked for it. Talent? Yeah. You've got it. Grit? That's your badge of honor. But if you're honest, something else was at play. Structure, placement, timing, access, stuff you never signed for but it carried you anyway. Here's the twist. The higher you rise, the more you're pulled into the grid. Algorithms start nudging you. Corporate stages widen beneath your feet. Suddenly there's money, interviews, the whole machine. You stop asking, how did I get here? And start believing, yeah, this is me. But then, the cracks show up. Success gets weird. Confusing. Outgrowing your own explanations. Some look to faith, some to rituals, some to old wisdom. You just want to make sense of it. Because it doesn't feel like yours anymore. CRIPFCnt calls this placement without authorship. You feel chosen, but you don't know by what. And here's the danger. If you never break it down, you pass the confusion along. The next person copies your path thinking it's all grit and talent, missing the invisible hand that moved you into place. The mic, it testifies before you ever open your mouth. The structure comes before the success. Here's the equation. Blind success equals talent plus grit, plus unconscious structural placement, plus a head start, plus the benefits you inherited from others. CRIPFCnt success equals blind success, plus or minus net structural contribution. In CRIPFCnt math, CRIPFCnt success equation celebrated archetype, for example, professor, influencer. If talent plus 20, grit plus 25, head start plus 10, inherited benefit plus 15, unconscious placement plus 30, grid, blind, success total plus 100. But then, because of negative net structural contribution, minus 120, CRIPFCnt, net score minus 20, despite all the greatness. CRIPFCnt success equation. Janitor archetype. If talent plus 5 grit plus 18 head, start plus 2, inherited benefit plus 1 unconscious placement plus 10 but. Quiet correction of injustice, for example, preventing theft, calming conflict, reporting abuse. Plus 40. Make system better through small daily adjustments, plus 25. Mentoring students, plus 20. Negative externalities, possible due to occasional compliance or silence, minus 5. Then, net score plus 116. Recalibrated success, uncelebrated but fundamentally corrective. He silently mentors students, shifts culture, and plants future structures. Final insight, structural awareness is not just a personal awakening, it's the moment you stop adding value blindly and start subtracting harm consciously. Most success stories are not structurally valid, they are emotionally motivating, but structurally misaligned. The world calls it success. CRIPFCnt calls it unexamined gain. And the cost is always collective. So if you're a young thinker, sitting in your room reading, wondering, let me say this, none of this is your fault. But now that you see it, what will you do with the mic? CRIPFCnt gives you the code, not to throw away your journey, but to change what you leave behind. Read CRIPFCnt, Taking Psychology to the People, dive into the last human job. This is your latency window, recalibrate while you still can. Remember, the archetype is bigger than any one person. Everyone knows someone like this. But does he know himself? Do not take this personally, but also, don't ignore it personally. CRIPFCnt quote final thought, a janitor who silently corrects injustice, or changes institutional culture, scores higher than a professor who publishes, teaches, and wins awards, while preserving entitlement systems. CRIPFCnt doesn't measure noise, it measures recalibration. Welcome to the Traboblis of Recalibration, for Civilization Transcendence. By Donald Mataranyika, author of CRIPFCnt, Taking Psychology to the People, now on Amazon. And The Last Human Job, featuring the 8 human dominances in the visibility era, incorporated by CRIPFCnt Resources Limited Global.